Hello, today I would like to talk about the biggest enemy of your overall fitness in 2024, or let's say in recent half of decade. And based on my more than 7 years of working experience as a personal trainer, I used to say that your fitness progress is like chair on three legs. One leg is your diet, another leg is your training, regular activity, and the third leg is your recovery, sleep. And if one of those legs are not there, your chair won't be stable and you won't be able to progress and develop. And that's pretty much true. Let's say your life is your activity through active hours of the day, and you can fix your diet through just paying attention and do responsible eating instead of starving yourself or going through any kind of roller coasters. And recovery is probably even bigger problem nowadays, as people simply don't sleep enough. And as many of us know, there is a statement that it takes 21 days to develop the habit. So just paying more attention on what, when, and how you do, you can develop good habit and get rid of bad ones. But for the last probably 2-3 years, I would say that there is even strong reason to influence the result of all our attempts is stress. So stress actually will influence your ability to stay active, because your body will do what your mind tells it to do. If your mind is not there, unfortunately your training or your dedication to your dieting and especially recovery time won't be there. If your mind is rambling through problems and you let all kinds of problems uncontrollably get into your schedule, you won't succeed on many fields. So stress is number one challenge that I see as a trainer for overall fitness progress and succeeding in those three subjects I mentioned earlier: your diet, your activity, and your recovery. How to deal with stress in short words? I personally make gradation of stress in three levels. If it's unbearable, there is nothing you can do about it, it's just you're burnt out and there is nothing else you can fix. What I feel on myself, my personal decision, go to sleep. Get enough sleeping hours, wake up next day, and believe or not, but big part of that problem will get solved without your participants. It either begun, or there will be different solution, or there will be other people taking care of it. And another point that makes my way of solving the problem of unbearable stress is that when you sleep, you just let your body and your hormones to balance, and your body solves the physical problem of lack of recovery. And also I would like to mention the hormones that play the main role in creating our mood and ability to be active. when we sleep, we develop melatonin, that the hormone that regulates our sleep level and recovery. And if you neglect your sleeping hours, your recovery, it also influences production of man hormone for men, testosterone, or growth hormone for women. So if you are interested, you can check researches how melatonin, lack of melatonin, reduces testosterone in men and growth hormone in women, what through all kinds of processes keeps the energy level down. And second level of stress, bearable, when you can do something about it, when it's actually up to you, but there is so much going on that again, in my case, when I see that it is something that can be done either by me, fixed by me, or by somebody else, the great solution would be delegate. Especially it applies to people who are active in business, have own business, or just have so much more other stuff going on that actually thinking about it, prioritizing other activities and giving that particular task to somebody else is very smart decision. Easy example, for example, I had a client who had to cancel his training session because he got the leak in the pipe and he decided to fix it by himself. So the easiest way to do it would be to call to the professional and having somebody come and fixing it, and he wouldn't have to miss his training. All doable, very affordable, and when we talked about it, he agreed that that would be so much more smarter solution because he actually spent the next 3 days trying to fix the way he fixed it. Especially if you have your own business and you control many people engaged, you definitely know somebody who can do, if not the whole task and solution, then breaking it into parts and delegate each part to each particular person. And those people can communicate between each other and definitely report to you, but you can prioritize your health and better activities, time with family, sport, anything that makes you happy and actually gives you chance to relax, rather than increasing the stress level, believing that nobody can do it better than you and you're the only person that should solve each and every big and little issue. And the third level of stress, so unbearable, bearable, and very light one. What I do personally when there is light stress going on, kind of buzzing, staying in my mind, distracting, I would say there are two solutions. Either act, do something about it. Solve it so it's gone. It's out of your sight, out of your mind. And that works in the case if you can change the situation. Or you just wait and see. If many other people involved and you're scared to hurt somebody's feelings, I would say take your time, step back, and let people solve what they can without your influence, and either let them finish the solution process or step back in some time when you give yourself time to finish your own things. So another subject that I would like to pay your attention, that actually when my clients are talking about procrastination, fear of getting involved in, for example, fitness, regular training, or they have hormonal disbalance or mind fog or digestive or sleep disorders. In many cases, if you analyze, if any of those apply to you, the cause of all those issues is actually stress. Unfortunately, these days it had never been so big problem as before, and there are many explanations to that. Just remember, first you get your peace of mind, and then it's much easier to improve any other fields in your life. And as for in fitness, as I mentioned, recovery means a lot. So pay attention to your sleep. Giving yourself more hours at night or getting more day naps will help to deal with stress a lot, and that means that you will get engaged in your fitness activity with much higher level of energy. Also prioritize your health, your fitness, your training over chores and issues that will be there no matter what. Once you are done with your taking care of yourself, you will have much more energy to take care of anything else that is sitting and waiting no matter what. Nobody else will do it. And also the same steps act when you deal with stress and trying to apply it to your fitness activity training. What I mean, as I mentioned, stress is caused by hormonal disbalance. So there are good hormones and bad hormones. So when the hormones get activated and they give negative result, there is still particular energy produced, and make those hormones work for you. Actually, what I mean, people say like we all fight our own demons, our own dragons. I would say don't fight them, tame them and make them work for you. If you know like you are super angry at somebody or something that happened recently, bring that anger with you to the gym. Use that negative energy into positive outcome, lifting heavier weight, taking more active class, doing more laps in the pool, and that way you will kind of trick that negativity and put the dark power into the light outcome for yourself, developing muscle, changing the mood from anger or stress into finally physical exhaustion, but mental recentering your mental focus on something better than that, like yourself. And that way you will make your demons and dragons working with you for your own benefit. And I also mentioned several times different hormones. Another thing about that would be please see your physician and check your blood test at least once a year for hormonal balance and vitamin balance. Sometimes we might not even know what is not there, and with that simple test, we can pay more attention where it should go. Another thing What you should know yourself, or research, or probably you heard, I will remind you, there are hormones that are actually go both sides. They can be negative in one situation and positive in another situation. For example, let's say adrenaline. We all hear that it's actually good hormone that helps to enjoy life, but if there is excess adrenaline, it actually considered to be a stress hormone. Or dopamine, the same, depending in which situation you let your emotions go, or you control them, or you let that emotion to be rather produced in positive situation and keep it calm in negative, dopamine can either help you or hurt you. Or growth hormone, the same. Especially for women, it's quite vital and influences a lot of parts of life, but in stressful situation, it's not helping, it's hurting. And good hormones, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphin, those are hormones you would be looking for. You can make research on those, but again, I would say that what I see on my experience, it's all about your self-control and how you react in different situations. If you let situation happen, but analyze it and work at solutions, even bad hormones will work for you. If there is no self-control and you let your emotions to control you, even good stuff in your body will get out of control and interfere with any further goals that you set for the day or for nearest or long-time future. And in general, what I would like to say, again, getting back to what I mentioned in previous videos, balance. If you find and keep balance in your life, then stress will be out of picture and you will be able to pay much more attention and time and energy to your activity, smart eating, good diet, and recovery time. So getting back to the chair on 3 legs, stay away from stress, take care of your fitness chair, activity, diet, recovery, and all other parts of your life pretty much will follow and align. Again, stay away from stress, don't let negativity influence you, be very selective in your circle of communication, keep your bubble clear, and good luck with all your goals and progress. Thank you for your attention.